Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Kyle here, back with the start of year 2 with the Sabres. First of all, excuse my voice, I am a little bit sick, but we're going to push on here and get through the first half of this second season. So in the last video, we signed a couple of key veterans for our top 6, those being Evgeny Malkin and also Buffalo-born Patrick Kane. So top 6 looks pretty good now. I got Malkin on the first line with Zach Benson, who hopefully will grow to a first line forward this year. And then, of course, our core forward, Tage Thompson. And then second line is Kane with Josh Norris and Kulik, who hopefully will grow into a second line forward this year. He's that sniper on the second line. And then we've got third line looking pretty good with Quinn, McLeod, and Josh Stone. And then the fourth line is decent as well. Defensively, Owen Power grew to an 89, so he's nearly a top 2 defenseman, alongside, of course, our franchise piece, Dahlin. And then middle pair looks pretty good with Kesselring, who we re-signed, as well as Bo Byram. And then bottom pair still Samuelson and Connor Timmins. We didn't pick up any goalies, but Devin Levi has grown to an 84, which means he's a starter, so he will be our starter, and Alex Lyon is our backup, so still the same pair, but just flipped in their roles. I've done the lines otherwise for special teams and all that. Scouts are good to go, and season goals are done, so before we start the season, I just want to get into some of our expiring contracts, and we will offer extensions to some of these guys. Only the guys that want them, of course, as is my rule. So Bo Byram will have to wait on. Josh Doan and Krebs, we can't until the new year. But some of these other guys like Kulik, Timmins, whatever, but Luca and as well as Wahlberg, Ostland, just these like potential guys, so top 6 potential guys that are borderline NHLers at this point, just in case they do have big growth. We want to get them signed for as long as we can so we can maximize our value on them. So we'll start with Yuri Kulik. He wants 1 year with at 2.3. So we'll sign him to that. We can go a little bit cheaper here. Let's go, 1 year, 2.15. And then for Luca, he doesn't want a lot because obviously he's not played in the NHL yet. And we can get him for 3 years, most likely here at just under 1 mil. We'll go 950 there for him. That would be great if we can get him for 3 years because he'll be ready either late this year or for sure next year. He's already an 80 overall at 22, which is good. Wahlberg, who is currently playing on the fourth line, we can get him to... we can go 4 years for him. He wants to sign here as well. So that would be good, even if he is just a fourth line guy. Yeah, we'll do 1.2 there for him. And then Ostland, who is a little bit further away. He does not really have interest, but we can sign him long term, cheap, hopefully. We'll do 1.05 there for him. And then these other guys are all kind of whatever. I'm not too worried about any of these other guys. So there we go. 3 contracts offered there. 4 actually. And we'll see what ends up happening with them. Hopefully they all sign. If not, they're RFAs. So I'm not too worried about that. So let's get into the season here, and we'll start. We'll sim up to December 1st. We will do some season goals here. I haven't really done these in the past, but I've seen other YouTubers, franchise YouTubers, do these, and it can help obviously if we hit the goals. So let's give that a try for season 2. Why not? Good enough to compete for a playoff spot? I think we can as well. I think our team is a little bit better this year with some growth. So sure, let's see if we can make the playoffs. Okay, so focus. Let's go. What do we want to do? Let's do conditioning. Sure. All right, Lindy, let's do it. Get us to the playoffs, baby. It's been too long. Patrick Kane. Yeah, whatever, buddy. He's going to be pissed, but we don't have morale on, so doesn't really matter. A large market team. Whatever. Okay, Kulik signed. Luka does not sign at what Wahlberg signs. So, yeah, buddy, you are the starter. Jesus. Okay. Clear all these. It's super annoying that these reset at different points during the year. I know that's not an uncommon complaint, but anyway, we'll go through these. Don't want to make any moves just yet, obviously. See where the team ends up as we go through the season, and we will try and get those contracts going here. So Luka wanted more money, which is fine. He also now doesn't want to sign for 3 years. So let's try this. 2 years, 800, and then Ostlund does not want to sign at all. Let's try 2 years, 800 for him as well. And we will continue simulating, and hopefully that does it for those guys. Okay, so to December 1st. Okay, Luka signs. Maybe Ostlund just will not sign at all. Sometimes that does happen, which is annoying, obviously, but realistic, I guess, so fair enough. Let's try one more time. We'll go full bar for him. Yeah, 1 year, 800 is maxed out, and if he doesn't sign there, then we'll just move him. Not a big deal. And back to December. Okay, well, I guess it just needed a little bit more cash then. Okay, so all those RFAs that we wanted signed are signed, which is good. A couple more years for them. And then obviously we'll see where we're at when it comes to the trade deadline. What we want to do, Bjorn Fott, don't really need him. 25 already. Dyson Mayo. No thank you. There we go. Start off with a shutout win against the Wild to start the season. Checking on the draft class. This is the DuPont year. I've never had landed DuPont in any of my franchises, so that would be cool. I mean, obviously not ideal. We don't want to be picking first overall, but if we do get the chance to draft him, that would be pretty sweet. Another win against Pittsburgh. Loss against Detroit. Out to the west against Seattle, another loss. Kane's pissed. Okay, whatever. Again, we don't have morale on, so it doesn't really matter. We win against Montreal, and then lose against Columbus. Montreal comes back and beats us. So we're not, oh God, not doing great to start. And now Devin Levi's out for 2 weeks. So we will call up Colton Ellis, which will be fine. Oh, this team might just be cursed, honestly. Okay, Ellis in there. And we'll get back to it. Hopefully we can win with these guys. Florida, we do win. Connor Timmins is injured, so we'll have to call up another defenseman, which will be Bryson. Oh, man. Get Bryson in there. Best lines for Rochester. Okay. Game against Boston. We win 5-0. That's good. Slowly climbing up the standings. Another win against Tampa. Shootout loss against Vegas. Connor Timmins is ready. We won't put him back in until he's fully healed, though. Back-to-back wins against the Islanders. We'll actually wait for Timmins until we lose here to put him back in, because we are on a bit of a 2-game win streak. Back-to-back against Pittsburgh and Edmonton. So we do lose against against Pittsburgh, and now Zach Benson's out till the end of the month. Holy. Okay, so we did lose that last game, so we will put Timmins back in, and we will need to call up a forward for Zach Benson. So can we send Bryson down? He is, no, we'll keep him up on the team. And for a forward, maybe it's time. Who do we want? Do we call up Luca or Rosen or just Danforth? I think we just call up Justin Danforth, because if we call up Luca or Rosen, then they'll have to stay on the team. So let's just do that. Call up Danforth, and we'll just do some movement here. So, you know what, Patrick Kane, you'll get your wish. And who do we want with Norris and Kulik? Probably not. Probably be Josh Doan. And then we'll move Quinn over here, move Krebs up here, and put Danforth in there. I'll do that. And then power play. Maybe we'll just double in Owen Power there. What's happening here? Okay. Yeah, let's just do that. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Sure. Best lines for Rochester. And see what happens. So big loss against Edmonton there on the back-to-back. We do come back with a win against Detroit. Loss against Philly, though, tight game. Anaheim, we win. Zach Benson available. Again, we're going to wait till he's fully healed, which he is. Great. So we'll go back to our normal forward lines. So Krebs will go back here. Wahlberg will go back here. Jack Quinn will go back here. Danforth. Danforth. There we go. And Zach Benson back in on the power play. And I do think that Danforth as well is waiver eligible. Yes, he is. Not that anyone's going to claim him necessarily, but we'll keep him up for now. Yeah. Okay, and we do lose against Florida. So, not doing terribly, 10-7-2, so we are above 500. 500 points percentage as well. But we are 6th in the league, or in the division, that is. We do have 5 games in hand on the Panthers, which is crazy. I don't know what's going on with the schedule there, but anyway, only 3 points back, so we are in it still. And then Metro 24, so only 2 points back of the last wild card. So we're definitely not out of it by any means. We do need to get on a bit of a streak here to keep our chances going, but not playing terribly at this point. A quarter into the season, we'd be probably about 90 points prorated here. So, yeah, not that bad. Goals against per game were really good. Penalty kill is fantastic as well. Just our goal scoring has not been great. So goals for 23rd, power play 23rd as well. So that's something we'll need to work on. I usually don't like to make any trades till the new year just to see how things kind of flesh out as the team plays a little bit. Yeah, our team, Dahlin is point per game, Tage Thompson nearly a point per game, so that is good. Probably no league leaders here. No. Lyon is doing very well. So let's just check in quickly. Yeah, Dahlin, great. Kulik doing very well. Malkin and Kane are okay. Norris is decent. Owen Power having a pretty good year. Zach Benson, not ideal for him. But, again, only 20 games in so far. Who are minuses? A lot of guys, so that's okay. Yeah, we're just not scoring enough. Devin Levi has been fantastic. Colton Ellis in his time has been great, and Lyon has been very good. So the goaltending has been outstanding so far. And yeah, defensively, great. Penalty kill is awesome. Just need to score more goals. So what we can do is get some of these coaching fits to line up. So we'll start with the top 6. So Benson, Malkin, Josh Norris, and Kane. Evgeny Malkin, please. No, he's too old. Malkin, Kane. Kane is a second line forward, so hopefully, no, he's old as well. Difficult, even though it says convincing, but always a coin flip with those. Zach Benson, hopefully, because he's young enough. Yes, he is. Perfect. So there's one at least. Hopefully that gets him some green checks on the power play as well. And then Josh Norris, who is now down to the second line this year. He's young enough as well, but he does not want to. That's fine. We'll try again next month for those 3. Bottom 6 now. Quinn, McLeod, Wahlberg, and Sissons. Wahlberg. Great. Sissons. He's older as well, even though it says convincing, but he does want to, so that's great. So there's the 4th line there sorted, so that should be at least an even for them. And then Quinn and McLeod on the 3rd line. perfect. Ryan McLeod. Come on, 50-50. And we do get the roll in our favor. So that's great. So just Norris, Kane, and Malkin now for the forwards. And again, we'll try again in December. But yeah, that looks pretty good there. And if we can get Malkin, I think we'll have at least a +1 or 2 there, you'd think, with the X factors. And then defensively, we need Kesselring and Jacob Bryson. So Kesselring. Nope. Hopefully Bryson will, though. Come on. Yes, perfect. Okay. So yeah, just 4 guys now that we need to get on board with Lindy Ruff's coaching style. But hopefully that'll give us a little bit of a boost, and hopefully we can start to score some more goals here through December. Start off with a win in a shootout in both terms against the Blues, and a win against Toronto there. It's 2 games now. Check back in on the draft class. Obviously don't know where we're going to be picking. Hopefully we don't end up in that top 10 again or top 5. But you never know how things play out. But we are looking decent as we go through. Back to back, we lose against Anaheim, but we win against Vegas, which is good. Game against Edmonton, we lose. Devin Levi is available, and he's fully healed, so we'll get him back in for the next game. Colton Ellis was, really good for us. 922 in 8 games. Only 4 wins, though, so more of a team indictment than anything. So Ellis, thank you. I don't think he'll get claimed, right? 26. God, I hope not. No. Okay, perfect. Send him back to the A and get him back in there to hopefully give these guys a bit of a boost. And we will continue our season here. Buddy, you have been injured. Like, this is why these things do not matter, because it's ridiculous. I literally put him back in as the starting goalie. Anyway, he gets a win in his return, and then a win against the Rangers. Back-to-back win and overtime loss. So pretty good, 3 points there in the back-to-back. A win against Columbus, win against Dallas. A win against the Caps. A loss against the Lightning, so we have not been good against them this year. And a loss against Detroit. However, up to the new year, we are now in a playoff spot. 3rd in the division with still games in hand on the Lightning, who are kind of our enemies this year. 6 points back with 4 games in hand, so we could definitely catch them. Only 1 game in hand on the Leafs, so they will be ahead of us. And we are 3 points up on the Wings and the Islanders, again with games in hand. So we're in a good spot right now, 19, 11, and 3. Let's check in on our stats here. Our goals against and our penalty kill have both dropped to 10th in the league. Goals for has improved substantially, and the power play has improved a tiny bit. But we might look to improve on the power play there. But let's just get moving, because we are winning currently. What can we do to improve the power play? Maybe Kane on the power play. Well, we'll try with those scheme fits because that might help these guys. All +5. Yeah. I don't know. I think the personnel's pretty good. I'm not really sure what else we could do there. Come on, Patty. Dang. Kesselring as well was a guy that we wanted to try to work over here, and we do. Perfect. So there's one more. Josh Norris as well. Second line. Nope. And Evgeny Malkin lastly. And he will. Perfect. So that may help us out a tiny bit getting those guys. But yeah, that was a good month. So let's not make any changes right this moment. See if that helps at all. And we'll get up to February here. So win against Florida. Win against the Islanders. Okay. Win against Nashville. Win against Toronto, 4 in a row. Carolina, we do lose. Can we bounce back? No, a loss against Ottawa. But we do win against Pittsburgh in the back-to-back. St. Louis, a loss. Up to second in the division now. Win against Columbus. Okay, we're looking good so far. Anyone popping up here in the draft? Yeah, a couple guys. Again, hoping we won't get the opportunity to take any of these guys, but never know how things play out, or if we do end up getting any other picks. Okay. Good. Let's continue against Chicago. A loss. Bounce back against Calgary, hopefully. Yes, we do. Dallas, win. Central stretch here. Winnipeg, loss. Minnesota now, a win. And then last game of the month against Vancouver, we lose. So we've dropped back to third again. The Lightning went on a big run there. But we still have games in hand on them. So we could move up, but we're in a pretty good spot right now. 4 points up on the Sens, and we have 5 games in hand on them. So yeah, we are looking good right now. Last month here before the trade deadline, and things are looking pretty good. We're middle or above in everything except for the power play. So maybe that is something that we can look to address at the trade deadline, but we're looking good right now. We'll try one more time for Kane and Norris, and then we'll just get up to the trade deadline, and we'll end the video there. Okay, so Patty Kane, come on. He still does not want to. That stinks, but that's okay. Josh Norris, hopefully this will be the time for him. Yes, perfect. So now it's just Patrick Kane who we need to get on board with our coaching, but he's not happy with his position on the team, so maybe that plays into it. I don't think it does. I think it's just random and we're just getting unlucky, but it is what it is. Okay, so All-Star break here. And it is too bad that you don't get to see who your All-Stars are. Probably Dahlin for us, I would bet. Game against Vancouver, we win. Seattle, we win. Back-to-back extra time wins. St. Louis here, and Devin Levi injured again. So we'll call back up Colton Ellis. who was very good for us in his time. And we'll hope we can continue. Zach Benson up to an 87. Patrick Kane has dropped to an 85. Kulik up to an 83. So these are good. Growth from these guys. And Kesselring up to an 85. I think he was an 84 before, so that's nice. Okay. So, Colton Ellison there. And here we go. Game against San Jose. We win. Calgary, big loss. The Kings, we win. Big win. Levi is available. We'll hold on him till he's fully healthy. The Devils, we lose. San Jose, we win. And Devin Levi is available. So, did Ellis play either of those games? He did. Looks like he had a rough game there. Yes, he did, unfortunately. But thanks for filling in there, buddy. Back to the AHL with you. Again, hoping he doesn't get claimed. If he didn't the first time, he probably won't this time. I would think. He does not. Good. And there we go. And we'll continue here. Central stretch here up until the trade deadline. We win against the Avs. Win against the Jets. Another game against the Avs. Win against them. We win against the Preds. And now Chicago. We win there to come into the trade deadline on a 6 game win streak, which puts us now first in the division with 3 games in hand on the Lightning. Would you look at that? Actually first in the East as well. 3rd in the league, 5th in the league, 6th in the league, that is. No, 5th. Sorry, I'm a little brain foggy with my sickness here. That's a good excuse to use. Yeah, so we're looking great coming into the trade deadline here. We are well in a playoff spot, so we will not be sellers this year. And we will see. Maybe we'll look to buy, honestly. We'll see our team stats. Goals for is great. Penalty kill has dropped off a ton, actually. Remember when we were at 93% at the start of the year? So not great there. Power play is still bad. Goals against is still middle of the pack. Top third is okay. But yeah, special teams need some work. So maybe that is what we will look to add in at the trade deadline, at least here. But before we get into that, let's just get into our team leaders, and then we'll end the video. So start with the forwards. So our top line, these guys are looking good. Looking on pace for like 60 to 70 points for Malkin and Thompson, which is great. 30 plus goals for both of them, likely, which is pretty sweet. I would like for Thompson to shoot more and Malkin to pass more, but maybe next year if he doesn't retire, we'll look to do that. Zach Benson, already a career year for him, which is awesome. He's on pace for about 50 to 60 as well. Patrick Kane on the second line, looks like about 50 points for him, which is what I wanted him for, which is great. Kulik, looks like he'll be 20 to 30 goals, which is awesome. McLeod, third line, is good. Josh Norris, not that great on the second line, but he's not really an offensive dynamo, so that's okay. He's doing his thing. Plus 19 as well, which is awesome. And then fourth line is whatever. Okay. So pretty happy there. Dahlin, unreal, as we may have expected. He's on pace for a career year. Looks like a 90 to 100 point pace for him if he keeps that up. Close to 20 goals, which would be sweet. And Owen Power having a good year as well. On pace for a career year for him, which should help his growth. Awesome. Bryson has been good, plus player. Bowen Byram is okay. Samuelson is a plus, and yeah, pretty good there. And then goaltending has been awesome. The best part of our team for sure. Both guys, pretty even split. Both guys playing great. Looks like we get a little bit more defensive support when Lyon's in the net. But yeah, pretty happy there. I'll actually look. I'm interested to see if Dahlin is on pace for the Norris. No, it looks like Cale Makar is having a great year. But you never know. It's pretty close. Games in hand, and he's got the plus minus. So Dahlin is in the running for the Norris, which is awesome. Yeah, so in the next video, we'll get into the trade deadline. This one's a little long, I know, but hopefully you enjoyed this one, as we are pushing for the playoffs here for the first time in, at this point, like 15 years. So, yeah, things are looking up for the Sabres. Hopefully we can add to our special teams at the trade deadline and cement our playoff status. So please like, comment, and subscribe if you're excited for the next one, and we will see you then. Thanks for watching.